This is a record crowd for our performance. Thank you very much for those of you in attendance. And the person largely responsible for that is the leader of the Santa Monica Chamber of Commerce. I've been around a long time, and I've been a member of the Chamber since 1973. But I must tell you, Laurel Rosen, President and CEO of the Santa Monica Chamber, is one of our best. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2012 State of the City. I want to thank SGI again for allowing us to be here in this really beautiful venue. So can we please give them another round of applause? I like the seats here. They're really comfortable. So now that you are comfortable, I'd like you to help me with a little experiment. If you have Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Vimeo, MySpace, eHarmony, or Amazon account, please stand. Okay. We got one more for a few people who are seated there. If you have, wait, stay standing. If you have a Nook, netbook, laptop, desktop, iPad, iPod, or smartphone, please stand. That everyone? Okay. If you have blogged, browsed, uploaded, downloaded, emailed, or used your ATM card this week, if you're not standing, if you're standing, raise your hand. Yeah. Great. Okay. What's cash? I don't know what that, oh, that stuff. Okay. All right. Thank you for helping me with my little experiment. Take a seat. So you can see technology is all around us. Our lives are impacted on a daily basis. We communicate, educate, spend money, save money, and yes, even fall in love with the help of technology. Santa Monica is home to many world-class companies specializing in tech and creative arts. Beyond the significance of revenue and jobs generated by these businesses, we must also acknowledge the contribution their brand and productivity lends to our community. Santa Monica, now known by many as Silicon Beach or Tech Coast, continues to attract businesses both large and small, whose collective investment has become a central element in sustaining our vibrant community. And because of their work, our branding is more effective, our communications are more impactful, and our quality of life is more equitably and deeply felt by all who live, work, and visit here. And this is where the Chamber really does its best work. In creating a balanced and healthy local economy, Santa Monica maintains its competitive edge in a global economy that demands leaner, faster, stronger, and yes, more innovative. My long-term vision is that the Chamber continues to be a good ambassador to the city and a comprehensive resource for our members, utilizing the latest advancements in business practices, software development, and online communications. We are always exploring new ways to engage not only our members, but the community at large in activities that enhance economic development and improve our quality of life. However, on a personal note, I do think we're spending way too much time in front of our computers. And because of that, I hope that you will make an effort to reach out and connect with one another in a meaningful way. Sharing a personal experience is not only my philosophy, but that of the Chamber's. It's really what we do best. So, let's get out from behind our desks and say hello, IRL, in real life. Yeah, you can clap for that. How's that? Jerry wants to clap. Feel free to turn to your neighbor and say hello. So now at this time, it's my pleasure and honor, I think he's over there, there he is, to introduce the Mayor of Santa Monica, your friend and mine, Richard Bloom.
Well, I woke up this morning and looked at the newspaper, and the forecast is for 80 degrees. The sun is shining, Santa Monica Bay is sparkling, and so I thought I'd be the first to welcome you to the first day of summer. January 26th. Good morning, Santa Monica Chamber and community members. It is my great pleasure to be here to deliver the 2012 State of the City address. And ladies and gentlemen, the state of our city is excellent. As I stand before you today, Santa Monica has much to be proud of. Our work together, our collaboration, our mutual love of our city has fostered an environment that is both conducive to a successful business community and getting things done Santa Monica style. The results are truly stunning. Santa Monica is now the envy of cities across the country and even the globe for our environmental initiatives, our excellent schools, our broad web of programs for seniors, children, and the homeless, and our long-standing commitment to building and maintaining affordable housing, to just name a few. Our residents are among the most civically engaged anywhere, and we have a city staff that provides the highest level of service to this community. Please give them the hand they deserve. And you, our business community and chamber, are fully engaged as both advocates for business interests and as partners in our many initiatives, be they environmental, educational, or social services. Please give yourselves a hand. Santa Monica now has the third highest assessed valuation in Los Angeles County and the lowest office vacancy rate in the region for the third quarter last year. And consider this, when I joined the City Council in 1999, Santa Monica was a lesser-known suburb you might visit on a trip to Los Angeles. Today, you travel to Santa Monica and take in Los Angeles while you're here. Because we are now an internationally recognized iconic city in our own right. 6.5 million visitors last year, generating $1.2 billion in economic activities, and ladies and gentlemen, over 10,000 jobs. Our hotels enjoy the highest occupancies in the county, and Misty Kearns would like me to remind you that 70% of those visitors are not using cars. Today, we are not just Santa Monica, we are Silicon Beach, and we are the Tech Coast. While other cities have faced large-scale retrenching and cutbacks, Santa Monica has weathered the economic storm around us. To be sure, we face our challenges. For example, the loss of redevelopment funding will hurt our ability to maintain and improve critical infrastructure and support the production of affordable housing. Unemployment in California has dropped over the past 2 years, but it's still 11.3%. But here in Santa Monica, I'm proud to say that our economy is strong and we are generating more and more and more jobs every single day. Now, despite the massive uncertainties that we face, I'm convinced that one trend is undeniable, that sustainable cities are economic engines and the key to the future of California and this nation. Sustainable cities represent a transition from a consumption-based, carbon-intensive economy to one that is built upon energy independence, resource conservation, and technological innovation. That sounds a lot like Santa Monica. And so it is in 2012 that Santa Monica is poised to be a leader amongst sustainable cities with influence that goes far beyond our 8.3 square miles. Our insightful city manager, Rod Gould, suggests that in Santa Monica there are 5 E's of sustainability. There are environment, equity, economy, education, and most importantly, community engagement. I'm happy to tell you that our community's accomplishments on the 5 E's are so numerous that I'm going to have to limit myself to highlighting only a few. So without further ado, allow me to offer my report on the state of the city within the framework of the 5 E's. Let us start with our careful stewardship of the environment. In 2011, we set a goal to be 100% water self-sufficient by 2020. It's really right around the corner. And consistently achieve top water quality grades at the beach and pier. Adopted and funded an aggressive bike action plan and opened the largest bike center in the country. We committed to expansion of our electric vehicle infrastructure, and we broke ground after so many years on phase 2 of the Exposition Light Rail line. Expo is coming to town. Social equity involves properly serving every member of our community. This is a core value in Santa Monica. And so in this past year, we helped place 305 people in permanent housing and reconnect 254 folks with their families. We continued gains by our youth resource team, enrolling 1,700 young people in our after-school programs. We saw a 9% reduction in crime and cut fire response times by another 30 seconds. We closed on financing for 270 affordable apartments. We're going to break ground on a number of those in just a couple of weeks. And we began work on 2 world-class parks that are going to serve this community for generations to come. Such quality of life and environmental services would not be possible if it were not for a strong, vital, and diverse local economy and a careful fiscal management. In 2011, we took important steps to maintain and strengthen the city's economy and financial positions, including the following: streamlining entitlement, plan check, and inspection processes, purchasing 3 acres as an opportunity to further enliven our downtown. The city and chamber formed the very important Santa Monica Alliance to keep existing and attract new businesses and jobs. And as you all know, we retain the American film market here in Santa Monica. So the 4th E of sustainability in Santa Monica is education. 2011. We strengthened our partnership with Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District and, let's hear it, Santa Monica College. I know you're here. We installed artificial turf at Samo High. There was no increase in pricing for the 2nd year of the Big Blue bus service to Santa Monica College. And ladies and gentlemen, Measure Y revenues, that great measure that we all worked on together to pass, began to flow to the schools, and we now provide $14 million annual to our great school district. Wow. The final E is community engagement, which is also crucial for sustainability of this local representative democracy known as the City of Santa Monica. Last year, in public forums, thousands of Santa Monicans weighed in with their ideas for the Pico Branch Library, the Bike Action Plan, and the Urban Forest Master Plan, and a whole range of other programs. We worked together we engaged together with the Chamber of Commerce, Downtown Santa Monica, Inc., and the Convention and Visitors Bureau on the full range of issues that face the business community. And of course, we retained our close relationships with our friends in neighborhood organizations, nonprofits, UCLA and St. John's medical centers, our neighboring cities, and the County of Los Angeles, and of course the state of California. So what lies ahead for us? A limitless future, and Santa Monica technology is leading the way. This morning's breakfast will focus on how government, businesses, and institutions can create and leverage technology in our community. Companies like Demand Media and TrueCar and many, many others and their peers here in Santa Monica have brought an influx of entrepreneurial energy, optimism, and economic boom to our local economy. Now, forward-thinking governments of the 21st century have taken on the responsibility to lay a technological foundation upon which private enterprise and public institutions can thrive. This is happening the world over, and Santa Monica is at the forefront. In fact, this year, we were honored as a citizen-engaged community by the Public Technology Institute for finding ways to connect our local government to the community. Jory Wolf, I know you're out there. You're a hero here in Santa Monica. And so it is that we will continue to expand our Santa Monica CityNet broadband service and boost bandwidth speeds to increase capacity ahead of demand. Our goal is simple: keep Santa Monica's fiber optic network among the fastest in the world. The benefits are many, and the real estate market, for example, has taken notice. Buildings that are now marketed as on-net are attracting and retaining tech, media, entertainment, healthcare, and other industries. Occupancy rates in these buildings, these on-net buildings, exceed 95%. Just as information is moving more quickly, we are using technology to help people move with greater ease through our streets. Advanced traffic management systems are behind this. We are improving the flow of pedestrians, bicycles, and cars by synchronizing our traffic lights on major corridors. And of course, this has a range of effects, including reducing idling, and that helps keep our air cleaner. We're also making parking easier with technology. Real-time signs outside parking garages inform drivers of available spaces. Citywide on-street parking now has new meters that you've seen popping up all through Santa Monica that accept credit cards and will send a text message if the meter runs low on time. That's cool. Santa Monica is online with great websites and mobile apps. The Santa Monica Citywide website, smgov.net, allows people to get news and events, track crime, pay parking tickets, and for those in need of a little sleep, you can always stream a city council meeting. This year we launched our Be Excited, Be Prepared website to inform users of major capital improvement projects. And check the SM Alerts display out in the lobby. This technology contacts users about significant events, such as natural disasters or traffic disruptions according to your preference, meaning that you can receive a phone call, a text, an email. You choose, you get the picture. We have two great mobile phone apps. One is Parking in Motion, where users see real-time parking information. And there's Go Santa Monica, which allows users to submit an issue to the city, and then using GPS, we can pinpoint the location of the issue and respond quickly to it. So whether you call us Silicon Beach, Tech Coast, or as I like to call it, Santa Monica-style success, our technology-qualified workforce, creative workplaces, and leading broadband infrastructure will keep our economy well-positioned for future growth. Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Monica proves that cities can thrive and provide a model for success in our nation and in our state. Look no further than Santa Monica to see how good governance, partnerships, and community engagement will lead to economic vitality and progressive growth. At a time of great economic uncertainty, we should all be proud that our beloved city is rising and leading the way. Today, I enthusiastically report that the state of our city has never been stronger. And ladies and gentlemen, let us not cease in our efforts. From San Vicente to Sunset Park, from Centinela to the sea, let us continue to practice our Santa Monica-style success, because our future is without limits. Thank you very much. Thank you.